All right, so today we are going to be having a very, very inspiring conversation with a 500 level radiographer. We're going to be discussing some very important topics um, throughout this interview, and it's going to be split into two parts. So, Divine, how are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
All right, I'm amazing. All right, fine. So, I have a few questions for you, and we're going to take them. The style we're going to adopt for today's interview is for today's conversation rather is a sort of blitz round. So I'll ask you the question, and you give me your opinion, you give me your insight, you give me your perspective on that particular issue, and you will do so in a very, very brief manner. A simple sentence or two will be fine. So let's go right ahead. So the first question I'm going to ask you: do you think that Nigeria is held back more by bad leaders, or is it the citizens themselves that are causing the issues that they face?
Okay.
That the children of politicians should be banned from foreign schools and hospitals. Like, do you, children of politicians, usually they travel abroad for treatment, even the politicians themselves. Do you think that there should be a law stopping them from doing all that?
Well, I don't think they should be banned, but they should be restricted at some point because they're taking over a country or governing over a state, and you do not
Yeah.
trust the health facility there. So
Oh
they
my
should
God,
be
that's brilliant.
restricted at some.
Yes, and actually, it doesn't even tell well of the country where your own leaders leave the country to go somewhere else to you know get their kids educated and get themselves treated. It's a very, very terrible report. You are right, actually. Okay,
It's just
well, that's
at this
good.
point, but then it is
Mm. Okay. Another question: is corruption now a part of Nigeria's culture?
mm, corruption. Should I call it a culture? I feel like it's now an identity, right?
Okay.
Because like once you hear Nigeria, the next thing you hear is corruption, and it's
Mm.
really bad. But then I can't call it a culture. I just feel like it's more of an identity than a culture. Because like cultures can actually be unlearned, but then now it's an identity. Everybody knows us as corrupt people. So
Mm.
yeah, that's that.
Good. That's oh wow. That's so deep. That's so deep. Okay, okay. Let's go on to the next. Your answers are making me. I want to keep talking about the same topic, but we have to keep moving. Okay. Should ex-governors and ex-ministers receive pensions?
No, we have eaten enough, so you should go.
Hmm.
Don't
Thank
receive form of pension. And
you.
you see that question alone have just tipped me off. I'm so sorry. I feel like it's not necessary for
Hmm.
them to receive any form of pension
Hmm.
because apparently you have already entered into the position before and you have taken more than enough. So if you
Hmm.
are receiving pension, the people that actually work, what then will be left for them to use as pension? So yeah,
Hmm.
I hope they shouldn't.
That's brilliant. All right. Do you think voting should be done online to reduce rigging?
See, if physical voting can
Hmm.
bring about so much rigging, online
Hmm.
will be worse. So let's just first of all
Hmm.
tackle the physical stuff that happens during election periods before we start
Hmm.
thinking about online. Probably later we could do that, but right now, no, it's not going to work.
Hmm. 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 Okay. 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 I'm thinking whether we should okay, let's leave politics for a while. let's enter into
Yes.
a more social question. Do you think loud weddings and expensive funerals or burials are signs of progress, or is it a form of insecurity in this country? Because in other countries they don't make uh, especially funerals, burials. I think it's Nigeria that is one of the, I think, African countries more or less, that one of the major country major one of the major continents where you notice that they will make a very elaborate ceremony. Over in other countries it's a very simple, procession. They just come in, do what they want to do, finish, they leave. I've seen some videos of presidents a while. So yeah, what do you think?
Well, I feel like sometimes Nigerians are driven by the pressure to want to impress people. So
Okay.
I wouldn't really say it is a sign of progress, because like the pressure to impress other people is just insecurity at this point, because like what are you doing? The person in question has died, or the person, couples after weddings go bankrupt because of how much they spent on their wedding. So I feel like it's just unnecessary pressure that they allow gets to them that causes the entire need for loud weddings and expensive funerals.
Hmm, hmm, hmm. Wow, that's beautiful. Okay, so let's talk about something more recent. Um, uh, this question here now, I want to ask you. I will tie it to something that's recently happened. So the question is: are Nigerians
All right.
addicted to shortcuts? And what I want to tie it to is what actually happened some days ago. I show speed came to Nigeria, and there were so many things.
Yes.
Oh, you heard about that, I'm sure. There were so many things that
See,
I saw Nigerians doing, and I felt for the first time, something about me. I love this country, and I actually have so much regard for the people in it. But in the past few days, what I saw was just not. It wasn't fair to the ancestors that fought so hard to make this country, to make this continent what it is. I mean, in as much as I I didn't particularly, you know, I didn't see the need why, numerous persons would be literally begging on the streets, banging on his windscreen of his car, you know, and just saying things that are just so strange, acting so weird, as if they have never seen somebody that has some money before. I mean, and it was on a global, like the scale was really big. So, what do you think about that? Is this something that is really, really entrenched into Nigerians' mindset, or is it just maybe just those few people that you know did made those remarks?
hmm. Well, as regarding the whole shortcut process thing, I feel like the country is weird in the sense that the system is rigged, the
Hmm,
system is slow, very unfair. So most
hmm,
Nigerians have it at the back of their mind that okay, if I should see a shortcut to actually making money and
hmm,
being famous, I would do it, because actually no more way for poor people. So like everybody's trying to make it meet, so that if they actually see a shorter road to pass to wealth, they would want to pass it. But then as for the whole show of a lot of characters during Aisho Speed's presence in Nigeria, I don't really know what to say about that, because I was just very, very ashamed that all those things were going on, because the young man could not even stay in Nigeria for a long period of time because of the
hmm.
shame and embarrassment. Because at some point, it felt like they were just harassing him.
Actually, it actually got to harassment. I mean, I saw one. Someone was running after him. The person's his security guard literally had to shove the. Oh God! When I saw that, I just, I left the video. I just left the video because it was something else. It was something else. It was something else. Oh my
Crazy.
God! Somebody was even running after him, shouting, "Ah, boss, show me love, show me love, show me love." Ah, I felt like just holding that guy's neck. Eh? He was shouting, "Show me love, show me love." And like someone's dad, he's a mature person. And oh God, I feel like Nigerians
But at
can,
least now,
I think, like, I mean, I mean, even if you want to ask for a favor or ask for, a handout, no problem. I understand. Sure, you've seen a way, you've seen a route, like you said, this is a shortcut, or it feels like. I feel like no matter how you want something, never sell your self-respect or your dignity for it. Because do you know what is
yeah.
funny? Do you know what's funny? None of these people received anything. Oh. Actually, did not drop anything
Do
for them.
you?
So all of it just
Yeah,
formed content for him. It just formed content for his own stream. You see,
exactly.
so it's just unnecessary. It's so unnecessary. So let's not dwell too much. I'm not really so I'm not really too excited about what I saw those past few days. But
Really.
it's fine. Okay, let me ask this: is cryptocurrency helping youths or setting them up for trouble?
Hmm. Deep. I feel like it's both, right? Because the cryptocurrency space, right? Many people lose before they actually give. And I hear them say
Hmm.
that the gains are equal to the losses that they've had in the past and all of that. But then, like, it has opened doors to financial innovations and all of that, yes. But then, if you're not well educated when it comes to cryptocurrency, I feel like you're going to make a lot of mistakes that are
Hmm.
regrettable, and then you look like, okay, you're not a profitable trader. So yeah, I feel like
Hmm.
it's both. It's helping them and also setting them up for trouble. Yeah.
Hmm. You sound like a seasoned trader.
See, I've had friends that tried to venture into cryptocurrency, and then it worked for some of them. It didn't work for some. Some didn't have the patience. Some didn't. I don't know. Some didn't get well educated before entering into the space. So yeah,
Hmm.
I could actually talk about it properly if given the chance to. But then we're in a hurry, aren't we?
Oh wow. We're not in a hurry. Oh. Where am I going? I'm not in a hurry. Wow. You know this you're very quite knowledgeable. I mean, I love that. I love that. But there are a lot of questions actually. We still have like I think about 30, but we'll take a break though. We'll take a break though.
Okay.
Okay, tell us a bit more about that if you would like to. Or do we just move on?
And let me shed more light. So like I said, I've had friends that have
Okay.
cryptocurrency. Even at some point, I was considering venturing into it. So but
Ah,
my brain will not
wow.
carry this thing very far because it's not the same brain that is in for radiography. People want me to use and be
Hmm.
reading charts down and be doing
The
probability
bull and the
of
bear.
how the brain will be going up or be going down. I don't know how straight. So I feel like it's quite complex. So like a
Mm,
lot of people do not have the patience to want to get educated
yeah.
because they are seeing mentors online that are saying, "Oh, I got my first AMG from cryptocurrency, from forex trading.
Oh, wow.
I got my
Yeah.
Lambo forex trading. I built my first house from
Mm,
all those fancy things." So then when in the space and you're losing, you're having a lot of losses, you won't even be
mm,
encouraged to go further
yeah.
with it. So like
Yeah.
yeah, that's why I said it's putting them in trouble because like it's not all of them that can carry that knowledge
Yeah.
and properly put them in action. Like yeah, just crazy.
And and the thing about cryptocurrency and forex trading is that a lot of people don't a lot of people miss is that a lot of it requires a very strong um control over your emotions, you know, a very very strong maturity level. And to get that level of control, they have to realize that the money that they are using to do this cryptocurrency or trading or forex trading has to be coming from somewhere that is consistent. If, for instance,
Yeah,
someone gave you money, let's say it's a student, because it's common among very, very young people. Let's say it's a student, and the person gave you money, and this money is your school fees. And you take your school fees and say, okay, your school fees is 500K. You say, okay, you can put it into Forex now, and you 10x it and turn it into 5 million. It's very possible. It's been done multiple times by
seriously.
different people. But then they try it, but the problem there is that that money is tied to something very critical in their lives, and so they cannot
Yeah,
be objective with it. That is the mistake. They can never be objective with that kind of money. When a little mistake happens, they will be too afraid to take that step, and it will make them even go beyond what they should. You will not see things. That's where you now start hearing things like I think they call it revenge trading or something like that. When you lose a sum and then you now tell yourself that in the next 5 trades or 7 trades you will make it back. You
okay.
now pa before you know it, you blow the
You
account.
will cry. Hey
You will cry.
God.
So the persons that they are seeing doing all those, oh, I got my first this, got my first this, you don't know how the person took step by step, already having something bringing money. For instance, a lot of these people already have jobs,
Yeah,
stable jobs. They have stable jobs where they just bring out a certain amount and say, okay, I will trade with it for this month, I'll trade with it again like this, like this. Like before the person gets to a certain level and buys the AMG. But they just see
actually.
the success and be like, oh, it happened overnight. So let them just go and carry their life saving and dump inside it. I mean, they will lose. So that's just it. I'm seriously enjoying this conversation. Okay, let's move into something more controversial. Will I say
Yeah.
controversial? I guess it's controversial. Um,
Yeah, well, okay.
should men? Okay, this one
You
is
want me to
this
talk?
one.
Okay.
Okay, should men? Okay, let me give this question some backstory. We're
Yeah.
in the modern age, right? We're in the modern age. Women are doing big things today. They're in literally every space. I mean, just recently, the first director general of the Nigerian law school was appointed by the president. You know, I mean, women are in
Yeah.
top levels. Women they are. There's no place you don't find. There's no industry where you don't find a powerful woman. You know, so
Yeah.
and today we're even having feminists and feminism go so far as to now start having categorizations. We now have
Yeah.
the feminists, we have the toxic feminists, we have the angry feminists, we have the natural feminists. I'm serious. These are facts. I'm not just like talking. You can search them online. These are
Yeah. Yeah.
categorizations. Yeah, so women have actually gone very far. In the world. So The question I have now: should men still be expected to pay all bills, or should the 50-50 or 70-30 or 60-40 advocacy become a more stronger line?
Um, well, my take on that is I feel like when we are talking about these things, it's based on what both parties like. There are some men that would want to shoulder all the bills actually, but then there's guys
Okay.
that would also want a 50-50. So I think it,
Mm.
it just falls back to what they like as a couple or as partners. Yeah.
Mm.
So I feel like that's
Okay.
just it. So biddings should be neutral. It shouldn't be gender based. Like it doesn't have to revolve
Mm.
around, oh, you are the guy, you should take me from abject poverty to a level up
So,
there. No,
yeah.
it's not supposed to be gender based. Yes. Then, like if you can do things for yourself as a lady, it's fine. Then if you meet somebody that says, oh, I want 50-50, and you agree with that, fine and good. But if that's not what like, go for what you like. Simple, actually. It just depends on both parties, really.
Okay. This is the most diplomatic answer I've heard today. So, this your answer is like oh, it's like closing one eye and open another eye. Okay, let me
Exactly.
rephrase it. Let me rephrase it. Today there's a standard. Let's be frank. There's a standard. Let's not even mix words. In Nigeria, that standard is even more pronounced. In other countries, you
Yeah.
see more relationships casually entering into 50-50 without any form of conversation. But in Nigeria, on prima facie, that means on first instance, without any
Mm.
external contribution or any sort of anything, from the very first day of most Nigerian relationships, every bill is expected to be borne by the man.
So, stay very much.
Now, yes, this is fact. This is not opinion that I'm saying. This one is fact. So, with that standard being so strong in Nigeria, in fact, I've even seen families where if the man is not able to provide in that at that level, the family of the other person will not even regard him. Even if the wife
Mm.
is so independent and is so understanding and she says, I don't mind, he's working, he's trying his best, I don't mind, the family will push that. In fact, when the man can't even talk, he can't
Yeah.
talk, he dare not talk. So what I want to ask you now is, do you think that that standard is fair, and do you think that it should be so? Do you think it should continue in Nigeria the way it is?
Okay. Now you have shot me on my foot. Anyway,
Okay,
uh, uh,
I'm so
I feel like
sorry. It's
this
the same question
standard is,
though. It's the same question though.
yeah,
Yes.
I guess. I feel like the standard set like that is basically because of social media, right? I feel like social media has a very, very, very
Okay.
major role
That's brilliant.
in
Okay.
in narrative.
Hmm.
So like I feel like see,
Okay.
if you are not a 50 lady, look for somebody that likes to chase you. If you're a 50-50 lady, look for somebody that used to do 50-50 too. There is a man for every woman and vice versa. So you cannot have a 50-50
Hmm.
mindset and then you're
Hmm.
putting oh, all my
Hmm.
bills has to be paid by two person. it will not work out. It will crash definitely. So yeah,
mm,
I feel like everybody should just
mm.
navigate towards the person that they like as far, or he
Yeah,
pays all my bills, or oh, I'm
mm,
comfortable with 50-50. Don't stress someone else because of principles. And
mm,
that's that.
mm. On behalf of all single people out there, I want to give you a round of applause. That was the most brilliant answer to that question I've ever had. Excellent,
Can
excellent,
I say?
excellent, excellent,
Thank you.
excellent, excellent. Don't be surprised if after this you start receiving flowers from unknown people.
Lizzo. Hey.
All right. We'll be taking a short break now, and when we get back, we're going to be talking about divorce. We're going to be talking about relationships. We're going to be talking about uh, the national language, patriotism, and other forms of uh, of abuse in the country and in the society at large. And with that, thank you so much. Until we get back.
All right. Thank you.